It's been 225 days, 19 hours, 43 minutes, and approximately 47 seconds since I went into a self-imposed quarantine. Now, what many of you would call isolation, I would call just another year. Because I'm pretty introverted, I don't mind staying at home an entire year, which is pretty much what I'm doing right now. I find that kind of easy. Now, some things that I find difficult or hard is dealing with my procrastination or staying on track with my goals, building good habits, and most of all, staying motivated. And so much for that. Welcome to 2021, where things are pretty much the same. Now, maybe I'm jumping the gun just a bit because 2021 just started, but let's take a look at this Trader Joe's line. Let's rewind that for a second. Did you see that? Now, there's two interesting things here. If you look on the right, there's a guy filming me, or filming this event, kind of like what I was doing. But if you look to the left, yeah, I thought I was crazy. I mean, that guy has a full-on gas mask that's used for, I don't know, plutonium spills. But the point is, this was back in March 2020, and most of these people in line are not wearing masks. Now, it doesn't take that much digging to figure out why the majority of people in this line didn't think that the coronavirus was that big of a threat.
The risk to any average American is low from the novel coronavirus.
What the fuck? Now, me being a self-proclaimed moron figured out that this problem was about to go haywire, all because of this video that was filmed in Wuhan, China.
A crew of 7,000 people built the hospital, which has 1,000 beds. A second hospital with 500 more beds is due to open later this week.
That's right. They're building a hospital in about a week. What part of this says normal? Why is it the person who's in charge of the United States Department of Health and Human Services couldn't figure this out? Or did he have this information and just chose not to disclose it because knowing if he did, he might cause widespread panic? Regardless, I think downplaying this virus was a mistake, which is also why when I walked through a Target wearing a mask back in February, it got reactions like this. I mean, I really can't blame them. I look fucking crazy. One of the most ironic things is if you choose to wear a mask today, you might be labeled as a sheep, somebody who follows the herd blindly. But back in February of 2020,
we're finding very little problem. 15 people out of billions of people, 15 people. They're getting better.
I think those who choose not to wear a mask and adopt the saying, well, we're all probably gonna get it anyways, are overlooking one thing.
All the time, but we can't stop it.
No real worries. We're young. We don't really need to worry right now.
The long-term prognosis of catching COVID and what that means for the longevity of your health. I mean, there was a time where smoking cigarettes was looked upon as healthy.
Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. They're particular about the brand they choose. In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?"
There's a lot of confusion among people and misinformation surrounding face masks.
Right now in the United States, people should not be walking around with masks.
You're sure of it, because people are listening really closely to this.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
And as soon as I sat down at the larger table, I realized it was a little larger group. Instead, I chose to sit there with my wife and a number of other couples that were outside the household.
Nancy Pelosi is under fire today after surveillance video shows her at a hair salon getting a blowout and not wearing a face mask.
This is something you can get. Our family look for some other flavors, but chocolate, and I enjoy it. I like it better than anything else.
Casinos reopen. Are you going to be inside those casinos every single night, putting your own life on the line?
What is the purpose of that? First of all, I have a family.
Do not tell me what to do! USA! USA! USA!
We just simply amplified them. The government did this to us. We were normal, good, law-abiding citizens.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
They don't get to steal it from me.
Maybe we'd be just better off if we gave it to everybody, and then in a month it would be over.
At this point, I've begun to question why I wear a mask. It's almost impossible not to procrastinate when you can't even remember what day of the week it is. How can I stay on track when I don't even remember what track I'm on? Goals that were once believed to be attainable now feel completely out of reach. I can barely get out of bed. And in loneliness, bad habits become that comfortable bed. Easy to fall into, but hard to get out of. There was a study stating that loneliness can be deadly, that it has been estimated to shorten a person's lifespan by 15 years, equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes per day. And as I sit here in isolation, I begin to question, what am I really trying to save? I feel like that would probably be a good place to start.
The weight of will slow